Namaste. I'm still in India and the sun is about to rise, so we're doing a nice, slightly uplifting, small class hopefully, but I can keep it short. But we're going to work on side plank. So if you have any wrist issues, you might want to do a lot of this on your elbow instead of on your wrist, or maybe give it a miss. Please make any adjustments and modifications you need to in order to be comfortable. We're going to start lying on our belly. It's a bit noisy. The birds here are really noisy first thing in the morning. Okay, so lying on your belly in crocodile with one hand stacked on top of the other and placing the forehead on the hands. Begin by taking a few deep breaths into your body, breathing into the back body, the lower back, and allowing the breath to rise up through the ribs and into the shoulders. And as you exhale, you can melt back down from the shoulders all the way down to the lower back. As you breathe in this manner, please adjust the body in any way. The elbows might need to widen a little, you might need to rock a little. So really allowing the body to melt and relax into the floor. Ground yourself in this moment. And really begin to feel into the body and how it's feeling this morning or this evening, whatever you're practicing. Notice your energy levels. Notice any discomfort in the body. And even noticing your attitude, your mood. Start rocking the buttocks when you're ready, so just rocking the hips from side to side as if you're on a train journey. So it's a natural rhythmic way of moving, not mechanical, no effort required. So just a natural rhythm. You might like to roll the head from side to side at the same time, just rolling the forehead across the hands. And then when you're ready, releasing the movement of the hips and beginning to rotate one shoulder in and then the other shoulder. So we're sort of swaying the torso on the floor from side to side. Coming back to the center, lift your feet so they hover over the knees and begin to shake them out. Rotate them a few times, as quickly or as slowly as you like, in both directions. Place them back down and just notice anything else that you might need to do in your body in this moment to be comfortable and relaxed. Just completing the moment with a couple of nice, deep and relaxing breaths. So when you're ready, place the hands in under the shoulders, push up, and come and sit back on your feet. I'm going to to turn around, but you won't need to. We start once again with the shoulders, rotating them a few times, drawing them forward and up, and pulling them back and down in unison with the breath. I'm going to do that 3 to 5 times and then change the direction. I'm surrounded by coconuts here, and all the crows and squirrels running around. It's quite active. Change the shoulder rotation out so one shoulder lifts and the other one drops, and then we do it simultaneously like a locomotive. I'm very train-like this morning. That's because I am preparing to leave India and leave greens here where I've been studying for 3 months. So I'm in action. We're going to change it out once again, so the opposite direction with both shoulders. We're close by a train line, as you can hear. Coming back to the center and reaching the hands out in front of you at shoulder height, making a little fist and rotating the fist. If you like, quite quickly, both directions. Bring the hands together into prayer, squeeze them together. Draw the shoulders back into themselves here. So we feel like there's an energetic lock between the wrists and the shoulders, elbows. And then slowly peel the palms away from each other. So you're now pressing into the inner knuckles of the fingers, in towards each other. And all the way up through the fingers. Release that and interlace. Pull the elbows away from each other. Draw the shoulders into the sockets. And hang on with the interlace. We're just trying to create a little bit of space in the wrist joint. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, push the right wrist in so the hands line up parallel. No, not parallel. The other way, opposite the ground. Forgot my word. And then inhale, pull back. And then exhale, push the left elbow down. So we can make a nice Z shape for the arms. And then pull back. And just repeat that one more time, perhaps a little quicker this time. And once again, stretch them out, rotate a few times in each direction. And then press your hands up against an imaginary wall with your fingers facing upward. Reach into the heel of your hands, and as you exhale, drop your fingers down and continue to reach into the wrists. Inhale, push the hands up against our imaginary wall, fingers reaching skyward, and exhale, fingers to the floor and dropping, reaching into the wrists. And just repeat it a couple of times. And then we're going to lift the fingers so they face the floor, ceiling, and just swing them from side to side. Tap your fingers to your shoulders and back. And we're just going to slowly move the arms out so they come wide, shoulder heights, and then bring them back in towards the front of you as you're tapping and shake out your wrists, just flinging out as if you want to dry your wet hands, or dry your nails if you've just done that. And then once again, just get really super comfortable through the shoulders and the neck. Just a couple of rotations in both directions. And now we're going to come into cat, tuck the toes under, so the wrists are under, shoulders, knees are under the hips, toes are tucked, and we exhale, push buttocks back to heels. Stretch the hands away from you And inhale, roll up so the shoulders land over the wrists. And exhale, pull back, roll the sit bones up and begin to draw the buttocks towards the heels. Inhale, drop the head, tuck the tail, push forward. Lengthen out as the shoulders come over the wrists. And exhale, pull back, buttocks towards the heels as you're rolling up to the sky. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, pulling back. Just repeating that a few times. In your own breath, in your own manner. I'm just going to check my camera. You continue. I'm having some camera problems. Get the spine nice and juicy. Get all your joints nice and comfortable here. If you want to, you could come forward and just begin to drop the hips a little bit as we open the chest. And then pull back. And roll forward once again. And instead of just stopping in half plank, you can begin to push the chest a little forward. Keep the tail long here. You can even stretch those toes out if there's any pinching in the lower back. And then exhale. Inhale, come forward, bring the left foot with you, place it in between the hands. Take a moment as we pull that left hip back and drop forward and exhale. So just one or two of those as we inhale, pull back, exhale. Turn the foot out and the knee falls out and we just open up. You come onto that hand, that right hand, or you can be on the fingertips or on the fist. So start feeling into what's required for you. Step back once again, wag the tail. Drop buttocks to heels. Inhale, come forward, bring that right foot with you. And then start pulling back with that right hip, drop forward, and then exhale. Inhale, pull back. And exhale, rock forward. So just turn that foot out a little bit, and the knee comes out a little bit. The hand is going to come up onto the knee, and we're just opening up. Take a couple of breaths there and feel the stretch in the psoas there on that left leg as well. Couple of nice breaths. And then calm. Pull back into puppy so the butt is straight towards the heels, the hands are stretched out in front of you. Inhale up onto all four paws. And as you exhale, we're coming up into dog. So take a moment as you open up the back of your legs. You might like to swing the hips a little from side to side. So we just have the feet at hip distance, and you don't need to actually move the feet, but we swivel on the ball of the feet as we drop the heels side to side. We can open up the side gates this way. Get used to moving the feet in this way. And then when you're ready, come back to the center. And roll forward, just as we've been doing, but now in plank. You might need to adjust the feet a little. And push back into dog. Roll forward into full plank and push back into dog. Roll forward into plank, push back into dog. Repeating that a couple of times. Get the body warm and used to the movements. back into dog. Try and keep the feet at the same distance they were. And this time we're going to bring the left foot just halfway to the hands. The toes are going to face out. And we're going to just come into like this half position. So as we begin to lean into that right hand, that right wrist, we're going to turn that right foot so we land on the outer edge of the foot. Push away into the heel and lift up through the hips. Push into the hand from the floor so you can be nice and active here, and if you like, lift the arm up and towards the sky, or it could be at the hip if you prefer. And then left hand joins on the floor, push the left foot back into dog. And we repeat on the other side, so just preparing to move that right foot halfway between the hand and the feet. Turn the toes out away from you, and as you begin to push into the left hand, drop that left outer edge of the foot to the floor. And if you like, reaching the right arm up, and you can make a little rotation with the wrist there. And then drop back. Drop to the knees, widen the knees, and drop the buttocks to the hips. Here you can lift the hands off the floor, over the head, and rotate both wrists, the hands around each other, so we're rotating the wrists in both directions. That's where I was going with that. Take a couple of breaths there and doing anything else that you feel you need to be comfortable and release through the shoulders, wrists as well. Nice deep breath. And then inhale back up into it. When you're ready, you inhale once again into plank, and then this time we're going to drop to the right side, so both heels simply drop to the floor. And we're going to lift the elbow up towards the sky, hand points down towards the floor. So we take an inhale, and as we exhale, we come back into plank, and then we inhale to the other side, dropping the heels to the left, lifting that right elbow, hand facing the floor, elbow facing the sky, and exhale back to the floor, back to plank. Inhale, lift up, dropping to the right, lifting the left arm, dropping the hips. Exhale. Inhale, lift the hip away from the floor, lift the elbow and let that help you lift away. Exhale, drop into plank. Inhale, drop both heels to the right, left elbow high. Exhale. Inhale, lift as you drop to the left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, drop to the left, lift the right elbow, and exhale back to the knees wide to the floor, and exhale, buttocks down to the hip. Relax the shoulders, elbows to the earth. Take a couple of breaths. Rock out anything that you need to. And then once again, bringing the hands over the head, begin to rotate the wrists out. Anything else you feel you need to do, a little shake through the shoulders, please. And then when you're ready, once again, inhale up onto the knees, hands and knees, and exhale down into it. So we're going to inhale and extend the left leg up to the sky, exhale in. From there, you might like to make a fist with the right hand and inhale, extend that left arm up towards the sky. Press both feet into the floor, but particularly this left one is supporting you. We're kicking into the heel of the right, that right hand into the floor, and exhale back to it. Stepping back into dog, or if you like, three-legged dog, and then exhale back to it. Inhale through the right leg, exhale, release, and inhale once again, lifting, holding, reaching, and then drawing it through, bringing it between the hands. Landing here in our runner's lunge, making a fist with the left hand, and then reaching the right hand up towards the sky. Reach into that back heel, drop the hips a little towards the floor while you push that front knee to the front. Exhale out of there when you're ready, and step that right foot back into dog or three-legged. And dropping the foot to the floor, coming into plank as you do. And then this time we're going to see if we can turn onto the right hand and lift that left foot and place it on top of the right. If that's at all possible, you could be here with the hand on the hip, or reach the arm up towards the sky. Lengthen from the heels to the crown, each one of them pulling away from each other and pushing the hip away from the earth. On an exhalation, you take the hand down to the floor, you come back into plank, and then you drop the left foot to the outer edge, stack the right foot on top of it, be firm in those legs, be pushing into that hand and pulling the hip away from the foot. And we can inhale, extend that right leg, right arm up. Have a little rotation in the wrist if you need to. Take an inhale, reach into everything. And exhale as you slowly come back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, either drop the knees to the floor or take the whole body slowly towards the floor in chaturanga. Put knees to the ground and just make your way. We're back in crocodile. Hands stacked one on top of the other, forehead down. At least 3 good, strong, deep breaths. Try and let go of everything in that moment. Take your right arm, shoulder height along the floor, and use your left hand just at the shoulder to push your way over. So we're going to take the left leg and roll it over to the right with that right shoulder lengthened out at shoulder height along the floor. So it's a bit of a shoulder stretch, right? You can find the floor with the foot. Take a couple of breaths there. And then roll back onto the belly. Straighten out the left arm in line with the shoulder along the floor. Right hand comes in so we can push onto our left side, taking the right leg with us and just stretching into both hip and shoulders here. To roll back onto your back. rolling out through the shoulders as you need to. Dropping back into relaxation and rocking into the hips. You might like to lift the feet and shake them out. Three deep breaths here. And then either continuing on with your own practice or taking a little front body Shavasana here. Resting and dropping in quickly and deeply. I'm just going to leave you here in case you're using this as a middle practice. Otherwise, just finding your way out of Shavasana as you're ready.